Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everybody. Let me introduce myself and my team. I'm Isabel Awanis as a student of Agriculture Faculty Department of Agrotechnology, Universitas 11 Maret, Surakarta, Indonesia. And in this research that I present today, I'm supported by my lecturers are Professor Dr. Insinyur Edi Purwanto Master Science as the corresponding author and Dr. Insinyur Parjanto MD. In this opportunity, I would like to present my research about morphophysiological characteristic and yields of black rice induced by gamma rays 100 gray at third generation. So we realize that not everyone knows and have been wondering about what is black rice, how the morphophysiological characters and yields of black rice at third generation. That's why we're here to talk to you about our result of this research. First of all, we know that rice as staple food for Indonesians, but rice production in 2014 experienced a decrease of 0.63% from the total production in 2013. The decline in rice production is due to decreasing productive paddy field due to land conversion and environmental anomalies. The solution for this problem is develop superior varieties. One of them is black rice. Black rice is one of local rice popular as functional food and potential to be developed because it has benefits for health, but it has the less attractive to the public consumption. The high crop pasture, long-time period for cultivating, and low productivity being limited factors for cultivating black rice. It is necessary to improve the nature of physiology and agronomy with mutation breeding methods through gamma ray irradiation. The mutation induction in this research is expected to produce plants with better traits. Analysis of growth is intended to determine the morphophysiological characteristic of these mutant plants. This research was conducted on April until August 2019 in Jati Village, Jati Sub-District, Karanganyar, Indonesia, using the local varieties of third-generation mutant black rice from Bantul and Boyolali of third generation at 0 gray and 100 gray, which is the result of unselected to second-generation black rice. The research used a field experiment by planting third-generation mutant black rice according to the varieties and gamma ray irradiation. We use these designs because no replication of this research. Each plot was planted with one treatment, and then in observing their performance, 50 plants were taken randomly each plot. Observation on morphophysiological plant characters were carried out by destroying or destructing 2 black rice plants per field, when the black rice plants were 2 weeks after planting and 4 weeks after planting. It uses descriptive data analysis to analyze morphophysiological characters and yield performance of the third generation mutant black rice that irradiated by 100 gray gamma rays were described and compared with plants without irradiation. In observing yield X performance, data analysis was then continued with the t-test to determine the significance between local varieties of mutant black rice at 100 gray and control plants without irradiation at third generation. And then that are observation variables on morphophysiological characters consist of leaf area index, net acceleration rate, crop growth rate, and specific leaf width, and using the formula that you can see on the slide. On the performance consists of plant height, the total number of tillers, the number of productive tillers, panicle density index, number of field grains per panicle, and weight of grain per clump. Next, data result and discussion. Growth analysis can be used to calculate how much the contribution of the growth component is used. Table 1 showed that the average of leaf area index net assimilation rate, crop growth rate, and specific leaf width on 2 until 4 weeks after planting of each black rice variety was different. On these morphophysiological characters, the mutant black rice at 100 gray were the higher value than control plant. Black rice of Bantul zero gray variety experienced an increase in the high leaf area index of 1.402. The leaf area index has an optimum value, and if it is too high, the leaves will set each other so the sunlight can penetrate the soil surface. But leaves that are shedding each other will decrease the net assimilation rate. The net assimilation rate determines the crop growth rate. High net assimilation rate can increase crop growth rate. Specific leaf width describes the thickness of plant leaf, which can reflect the leaves as a photosynthesis organ, which is related to the rate of photosynthesis. And the next is plant height. The table 2 showed that Poyolali and bundle varieties on third generation at gamma ray irradiation dose of 100 gray showed significance to control plants. The average heights of black rice, Poyolali, and bundle on third generation at 100 were lower than control plants. Kumar et al. State that radiation using physical mutagens was shown to reduce the height of mutant plants. The height of the plants with varying results in this study could be caused by genetic factors because there are genes that control the characteristic of a plant. And the next is total number of killers. Based on table 3, t-test analysis showed significantly different results for control plants. Mutant black rice that on third generation at dose 100 gray have not been able to produce mutant plants with a high total number of tillers. The varied number of tillers was influenced by genetic and environmental factors, according to the opinion of Meliala et al. States that the availability of nutrients and the ability of plants to produce tillers could affect the ability of plants to form tillers. And the number of productive tillers. Table 4 showed that the average number of productive tillers in both mutant black rice varieties was 100 gray, lower than the control plants. Based on research of Purwanto et al., a gamma ray irradiation dose of 100 until 300 gray on black rice on first generation bundle variety can reduce the number of productive tillers. And then is panicle density index. The panicle density index is used to find out how many panicles are filled with grains so that it is related to the yield produced by rice plants. Table 5 shows that the panicle density index of black rice, Poyolali, and bundle varieties mutant plants shows significance for control plants, but the average value was still lower. According to Ansori et al., gamma ray irradiation causes random mutation that cause physiological damage in cell development, so that growth can be better or vice versa. And then number of field grains per panicle. Based on table 6, the characteristics of number of field grains per panicle in the both varieties showed significantly different results with lower average values, regardless that many factors influence care feelings such as fallen plants, insufficient sunlight intensity, dry leaves, and pests, and diseases that cause a lack of starch to fill grain. And the last is grain width per column. Table 7 showed that Poyolali and bundle varieties with an irradiation dose of 100 gray get the different yields. It is lower than the untreated plants, but Yar et al. State that the number of field grains per panicle had an effect on grain width per column. To conclude everything, morphological characters of third generation Poyolali variety with a dose of 100 gray based on growth analysis showed the high value on net assimilation rate, specific leaf weight, crop growth rate at 2 until 4 weeks after planting. The increase in high leaf area index values at 2 until 4 weeks after planting in bundle 0 gray. And then mutation that occur in third generation black rice with a dose of 100 gray cause short plant hits in Poyolali and bundle varieties. However, the yield component variables of the two varieties, which include the total number of tillers, number of productive tillers, panicle density index, number of field grains per panicle, grain width per column, were lower than control plants. that is the references that I used to make this presentation. Thank you very much for your great attention, everyone. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.